Good evening, everybody. So this is a video on how I increased my credit score by more than 50 points in this motherfucker. So I'm going to tell you about the situation I found myself in. So basically it started because I had to get this apartment within the next couple weeks, and it did not work out. Basically what happened, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, basically there's two different models that landlords can use or property management companies can use to track your credit score. The main things that they use if you live in an urban area like a Chicago, a New York, Los Angeles, they either use the FICO or they use the Vantage 3.0 scoring model. Now in Chicago is where I reside, and this is what they use on me. So I was trying to secure an apartment, and they used the Vantage 3.0 scoring model. Basically, this is what my score ended up coming out to be, as you can see on the screen here. Haha, yes, I was not happy about it, so they basically denied me. Basically, the reason why my credit score was so low is because of the fact that I was using an approximate 97% credit utilization. The reason why that was is because in the last 3 months, I ended up giving out loans to family members. I took some money out to invest in crypto, all types of shit, you feel me? But I had a whole bunch of money in my checking account that I was just hoarding away and just making my monthly payments on time, the bare minimum, but I was not slicing down the chunk of debt that I really had. Basically, what I knew what I could do was if I could pay off all of that and make sure that my credit utilization was under 10%, in addition to that, do rent reporters and report my monthly payments, I knew that my shit can possibly go up 40, if not 50, 80, 100 points, you know? And that's what I'm about to go over with you right now. With that being said, of all my complaints and saying, hey, I got the money, I could pay 3 months in advance, all that, they wasn't trying to hear that bullshit. So basically what ended up happening was I end up doing a little bit more research, because how come I did not know that my credit score was this low? Basically, I had the Experian basic plan of a credit report. Basically, if you sign up for $9.99 a month, Experian gives you their FICO score, which tends to be a lot higher. If you do your research, basically FICO is a credit model where they take into account of millions of users around the United States in order to track your credit score, so it can tend to be higher. You can add Netflix, Disney Plus, all types of things just to boost your credit score on this platform. Vantage 3.0, on the other hand, does not utilize in the same fashion. Vantage 3.0, even though it may be similar, it only tracks your score from about 14 days, whereas FICO tracks your score from the last 30 to 45 days, and Vantage 3.0 goes after a much smaller demographic, which only tends to be you. They are not comparing your report to millions of other people. Fast forward, I got my score back. I wasn't too happy about it. I even sent the lenders my FICO score, and they said that's not what we use to track your score. So I was like, what can I do? Basically, I did my research and I found rentreporters.com. Basically, Rent Reporters is a platform where you could track the last 2 years of your rent history, and it looks really good on your credit report. If you sign up for this, what they tend to do is they ask for the money up front, and then you pay monthly, and then they verify with your landlord if you've been making payments on time. From that point moving forward, you should see a change in your credit report literally within the next 5 days. You'll get an email notification from Rent Reporters letting you know once they've let Transunion and Equifax know that they've updated your score. Once they've updated your report, I would wait until the next time it's due for your credit report to be updated or your credit score to be updated. If you use a platform or an app such as Mint or Experian, or even if you have a credit card where it has an app like Credit One does, it should show you what your credit score is and when's the last time it was updated. You just need to be patient and wait for the next update. Once you get that next update, they're going to send that to the credit reporting agencies, and that's when they're going to immediately update your score. Basically, after they got done, Rent Reporters got done updating my report, I didn't see an update within my score within, I think it was around 8 days. On the 8th day, that's when FICO was the first one to report it. So FICO immediately boosted my score 58 points. And then shortly after that, I ran my Credit Karma report, and my score boosted by 104 credit points on TransUnion and 101 points on Equifax. Again, this can be done. I would highly suggest that you only do this if you've been making your your rent payments on time monthly. If it's been at least a year, that should be more than enough to make sure that you have a good credit history or in a good standing with your landlord, and you should be good to go. All right, everybody, that's the whole entire video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'm going to leave the links to rent reporters and everything else right here. I hope this helps somebody out. Nobody ever wants to be in a situation where you thought you can get that apartment and you just couldn't. You feel me? Because your shit on FICO said 630, but your Vantage might say like 595. You feel me? You don't want to be in that situation. So basically, the lesson learned here is make sure you're tracking both your FICO and your Vantage 3.0 credit scores. I'll say that again. Make sure you're tracking both your FICO and your Vantage 3.0 credit scores. They are drastically different. They are tracked very differently, and this is what you can utilize to know where you really lean on, where you can really rely on in regards to securing an apartment, a car, or whatever the case may be. All right, I hope this helps. I'll check y'all later. Peace.